Hello, Brother Monroe here. Welcome back to Ultimate Apple Dreadnoughts, where the war against Japan continues. We have another heavy cruiser to remove. Japan doesn't really have a lot of anything, much. Someone has messed up my recording settings. Who has been messing around in my study? God damn it. Let me just fix that. There we go. Okay, that should have fixed it. Right. It's probably going to be a ghost battle knowing my luck, but try our best. Celadon and Castilla. So we actually have a fair amount of firepower here. Very nice. Right. It is a good-looking game. What's their heavy cruiser doing? Donuts! And ramming their own transports. As you do. It'll be on a screen command or something. Look at that though. Whee! Them in rage. Zigzagging all over the place. Oh, ricochets. Overpin. More overpins. More overpins. Bit of flooding. They took out my tower there. That hits. They're being very tricksy. Close the distance a bit. Lost that fire control as well, it's unfortunate. Make accuracy quite tricky. On them a little bit. Bit of flooding, that's good, that'll slow them down. Oh, 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 oh. Oh no. That's definitely going to slow them down. I see flash fires on big ships too often these days. Increased shells does increase your risk. 5 torpedoes already. They're not out of shells, but with their A turret destroyed, a third of their firepower gone. Oh, someone really has been messing with my setup. They've turned my microphone down as well. pile of junk shoved everywhere so that my headphones got unplugged. And, yeah, someone's been messing with my mic. Oh! How did you do that? You didn't have any torpedoes left. Guess the, no, you're okay. Unless the transports have torps. Nope. Yeah, they really don't like being close in. Those things do not have the armour for that. And now we can tenderize the transports probably pretty quickly. Because we're in range with 2-inch guns. Shells just rattling off, not really doing very much. And done. Well, another ship for the Caledon to add to her list of kills, and I'm going to head back to the map. Alright, welcome back. I think it's time for a new ship. We kind of need some more heavy cruisers. I've been toying with the idea of a super cruiser for a while. I could have gone with a 12-inch cruiser killer, but just because of the way the game generates missions and my experience in the other timeline, I think that I'm probably better off going with one of the modern heavy cruisers. Although, the bigger one is slower. Is this the one that doesn't fit the towers? Or is that the one I've already got? I'm not actually sure anymore. Anyway, we're going to go with the modern heavy cruiser 2. So our current heavy cruiser is the Emperador Carlos V. They're 14,000 tons, so they're not small, but we're going to reduce draft and beam this ship just because it is so enormously fat anyway. I think 16,000 tons is more kind of the range we're looking for. We can always increase the size of the ship if we need to. Now, these British towers don't fit. Do they? Oh, they do fit. Okay, go for a British tower then. I think, or is it secondary towers where you have problems? Yeah, this is where it's like all of them are very big. Go with that one, Crane Tower 2. That one's slightly better. But then it's like the length of the ship. How do I get a longer hull? We need to go up to, oh my word, 18,000 tons. Okay, we can go for an 18,000 tonner, I suppose. Oh, I remember the problem with this hull. Yeah, you don't want to use a British one because then the tower, you can't fit any funnels in them anyway, so you might as well go with this one. And then this one, these don't fit in the slot. So I'm going to go with one there like that. Probably do a single funnel. I really want to push these to 30. I know that is pushing them a little past their design speed, but with the reduced beam and draft, we should be okay. Efficiency is very bad. Very, very bad. We do have options here, though. We could go with a gas turbine system. That gets us to 52% weight and 69% engine efficiency. Or go with a diesel. Yeah, gas probably better, but I'm going to need a second funnel. Maybe 2 of the smaller ones. Yeah, 2 of the smaller ones will do. Somehow I feel cramped on this hull. That feels a bit ridiculous. But we have got the ship going at least. How much smaller is that crane tower? Not a lot, but it is smaller. Not as good, of course, but I am really tight on deck space, or at least it feels like I am. Oh, I can tuck the towers into it a little bit. That also helps. Okay, I think we go with the 11-inch gun. And we're going to try and go for 9. Now, I'm not going to try and use 50s, because those are probably too big. And 58s are definitely too big. Fine, let's go 50. That's still a 14% length reduction, which is pretty significant. That'll make it pretty hefty in terms of firepower, I would say. Okay. All right. And then secondary guns. Probably something very minimal. Quad 2 inches don't fit up there. Triple 2 inches do. That's a super minimal amount of secondaries. It's basically just like a couple of AA guns. Do they work mounted on the turrets? They do. Okay, have some turret mounted guns as well. It's basically just for shooting up transports and stuff. Okay, let's try and build out the rest of the ship. Radar 3, very fancy. Cruisers 5, fully automatic guns. Here comes the heavy stuff. Actually, 4% overweight actually isn't too bad, although we haven't done the armor yet. Right. We're now up to 200% armor quality. Okay. We don't need a huge amount of armor. I think 8-inch would be pretty good, actually. It protects us all the way down to 10,000 meters against our own guns. So that would be plenty, I think. I think probably 2-inch on the extended bits. Deck. Ooh, let's go 4. It's not quite what we need. Because, I mean, ideally I'd go for 6, but hits at 30,000 meters are going to be relatively unusual, I would hope. 1.5 on the extended deck. I think it's fine. 10 on the tower. It's 5,000 meter range, 10 on the turret, 5 on the turret top, 8 on the barbette armor. Yeah, let's just go for 1.5 layers. And I'm 4% overweight, which I think we can manage somehow. I could reduce fuel, but to be honest, the whole point of this ship is to get engagements and to engage stuff. So I'd rather go down to many bulkheads first. Okay, the tower is very heavy. What did I go for? Large cruiser tower 2, right? What about the 1? What about the cruiser tower? Gets me within 50 tons, and the cheapest one gets me all the way there. Just go with the cheapest tower. Also means I can move the guns back a little bit. Saving a little bit more weight. And we're 100 tons under. Yeah, not enough to re-increase the bulkheads, but enough to maybe stick an RDF on. Nope. Anyway, Santa Maria della Rosa. I like it. That is certainly a super cruiser. Okay, yeah, we're building it in the 1950s when gunfighting ships weren't really a thing. But, you know, this thing is reasonably fast. It carries a hell of a lot of firepower in 9 11-inch guns. And is pretty well protected to boot. I think that's a nice little addition to the fleet. I think those will be a bit of a menace. Right, I'm going to go see how many I can afford to build just now. Oh wait, what about price? 650. I mean, fair compared to a Covadonga, that seems about right. It's certainly cheaper than a full-on battle cruiser in the Santa Escolastica. It's a little bit more than a Santa Rufina, but they haven't been refitted for a while. Yeah, it seems about right price-wise to me. Okay, good. All right, I have decided to build 5. I'm just going to allow them to distribute 5 for now. Anyway, that will bring us up to 15 heavy cruisers total, which I think is fine. However, I am going to make sure that we get at least 1 constructed over in the Pacific. I'm just wondering... probably Busan. The San Felipe. I could build it out of Hong Kong, which is equally amusing. Gone past it. There you go. Just to make sure we have 1 in the Pacific Theatre. I don't mind where the rest end up, although maybe I should think about that actually a little bit more. We definitely want 1 to harass the Germans. So let's make sure that 1 is built in Bilbao or something like that. Yeah, Bilbao. Trying to think where else it would be important to have 1 of those. Possibly 1 in the Caribbean. Oh yeah, the Americans are starting to not like us. That could be interesting. Yes, let's put 1 of you in the Caribbean. The Trinidad. Let's build you in Cuba. And Santa Barbara and San Martin, you can go where you like. Don't mind. Okay. Right. Naval invasion of South Honshu. Apparently it's 54%, despite the fact I have well over twice the required tonnage. Probably because there's like a destroyer floating about somewhere. Yeah, these ships, which won't engage me. Typical shite. If it fails, I'll go somewhere else. Try North Honshu instead. But yeah, I'm just going to keep invading, keep hammering the Japanese, and hopefully those new cruisers will be ready soon. Oh, it wasn't because of a light cruiser and a destroyer. It was because they have built a new battlecruiser, the Amagi class. Pretty fast, 36 knots. Reasonably priced at 1.3 billion. 200% armor quality. So they're using top-end armor techs, many bulkheads. Not bad. And 8 14-inch guns. And then a smorgasbord of random secondary guns. I mean, it's a nice ship, but yeah, it's running to the full fleet. So probably not the best showing. But Japan really doesn't want me taking hold on Honshu, so fair enough. But I mean, the Amagi's crew would probably barely gotten on board the ship. They probably had, what, 2-3 months commissioning time, which will all have been in port. And then it's run into the entire Spanish battleship fleet, or capital ship fleet. Let's have a look at you. Oh, bloody hell. You put them on the wrong way round. This one should go here. This one should go here. What is this? What is this design? Why are these the wrong way round? You put X and Y on the stern and you put A and B on the front, didn't you? Somebody looked at the plans and went, yeah, that seems okay. Kind of love it, though. Oh, hello. Vendar getting hit on the destroyer. Destroyer pulling away. Might sink. Oh. You know, gets a hit in. I'm not loving the fact that this thing is taking so much damage from high explosive. Yeah, it's dead. Never even got a chance to look at it properly. I mean, it wasn't a good ship anyway. Purely from layout point of view, that is a stupid way of laying out a ship. But I never got to see its armor. But the fact that it took that much damage from high explosive. I'm only using base fuse HE on the 16 inches. Yeah, that wasn't brilliant. That's a $1.3 billion ship. Which, by the way, is about as much as one of the Santa... In fact, it's more expensive than one of these. And I'd like to think that a Santa Escolastica would also have died in that situation, but they might have actually been able to stand up to some high explosive fire. Anyway, yeah, sorry, Japan. Welcome back. I should start off by saying that unfortunately the lister, when I was doing one of the off-screen convoy battles, I thought that's what was going to pop up. But it didn't. It popped up with this battle. Has unfortunately eaten 2 torpedoes and sunk. So I'm going to order a replacement for her. The San Juan did Dios is leading the fight against this new Hio class. 22 knots, a billion, 6 18.6-inch guns. Should have a lot of armour, but that armour is not top quality. Seems they used all the good steel on that battlecruiser that died instantly, but yep, I'll destroy a battleship happily. Hopefully it's a little bit more sensibly laid out than the battlecruiser with the backwards layout. Let's have a look at you. Wow. What the fuck? What is that? What? Why? Why? I mean, I get that you maybe want to make the citadel as big as possible. To, I don't know, protect the ship more or something. But it's so it's so wasteful. It's so heavy to do that. Oh my god. I mean, it does have crazy range, those 18s, but still. Mostly what's going to happen is it's just going to get smashed up at range, I think. Depends on its armor, of course. Oh. Main deck, ammo deck, main deck pen. Yeah, they probably don't have enough displacement to put enough armor on the main deck. Oh, another ammo detonation. And now high explosive is killing the ship, which again doesn't fill me with confidence that they designed this very well. Down she goes. It feels like Japan has just taken whatever they can find and slapped it together in a haphazard manner, and is just throwing it at me. But yeah, it's not very effective. Invasion failed on a 64%. I'm just going to very quickly see if we have... Yeah, it is lower. Go for it. I'm going to try just an immediate repeat. Oh, and I need to order that replacement destroyer. That's for the Lister. Yes. Oh, I'm not going to bother with that, am I? Well, there's a chance to take out another light cruiser, so I will do that. But I'll do that one off camera as well. I think I'm going to stop the episode here, though. You've had a bit of building, you've had a bit of battle, some weird and wonderful designs from Japan. It looks like this war is going to drag on for a little bit longer. So, yeah. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you again soon for some more Ultimate Admiral Dreadnoughts. Bye for now.